Okay, so we're going to be brave today, and we are going to go over multiple pages, but we'll be fine. I'm just going to breeze right through them. Okay, once again, remember I don't have the answers, so I'm just winging it. We'll see how we do. Now, we're talking about different cases of these personal pronouns. I've already kind of mentioned it to you. So we have personal pronouns, and you have that list on the previous pages you did. I can't really go back to them because that was in a different set of pictures I took. So, and I don't have it in my teacher book, and I don't have my blank ones here with me. So we're just going to do the best we can today. All right. I'm going to read through this a little bit. You read with me. Unlike nouns, personal pronouns change forms when they change jobs in a sentence. For instance, Gabe, if you're the subject of the sentence, I would call you Gabe. If you're the direct object of the sentence, like say I gave, no, I don't want to do Gabe because then you're going to be the indirect. Well, I'll make you the indirect objects. I gave the paper. I gave Gabe the paper. There, you're the indirect object because I gave the paper to you. I could say, no, let's see. I'm drawing a blank. I'm going to use you as a direct object. That's why I'm drawing a blank. But either way, you know what I'm trying to get at. If you, Gabe, are the direct object, you're still Gabe. If you're the object of the preposition, you're Gabe. And if you're the indirect object, you're Gabe. And if you're the subject, you're Gabe. Pronouns are different, though. If I'm referring to you as the subject, I would say he. Whereas if I'm referring to you as the direct object, I would say him, or the indirect object, or the object of the preposition. If I'm going to make it possessive, right, I would say Gabe's with an apostrophe. But if I'm using possessive and I'm going to say you as a pronoun, because I've already said you somewhere in the sentence, so I can refer to you as a pronoun, I could say his, okay? So they change. Pronouns change depending on where they're, could say you, but then I would say his. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's look at the example. Our dog is a collie. Have you fed the dog? Where is the dog's leash? So here we have dog is the subject. Dog is the direct object in the second one. Who did you feed? The dog. And dog's leash. Here dog is possessive. All three times we're using the word dog. The only change is in the possessive we do the apostrophe S. Okay? So let's take, for instance, the word I. I like to learn. Okay, that's the subject. Miss Ross teaches, not I, she teaches me. And the desk is mine. All referring to me, right? But depending on how I'm using it in the sentence, and the great thing about it at your age is you can hear it in these three different cases, okay? So, rules to know, okay? Personal pronouns that are subjects or predicate nominatives. Remember, predicate nominative, I would say April is a good volleyball player. Do you miss volleyball, April? You miss everything? Miss gym in general? Okay. So April is my subject, right? Is a linking verb or a state of being verb. And it's telling me that April is a player. Okay, that's the actual noun. Why did I want to use that? Oh, I want to use a pronoun instead of that. But player is the predicate nominative. At least maybe that tells you that. Okay? So I would say the volleyball player, I want to use a pronoun, is she. Okay? I wouldn't say her. You have to use nominative case for predicate nominative. because the reason they make you do that is because it's renaming the subject. So it's really like the subject said all over again, or the subject said after the verb. So subjects always use nominative case pronouns. She is good, or a good player. She, that's nominative case. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. They are all the nominative case. And then me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them. That's pretty good from memory, isn't it? Is all the objective case ones, okay? All right, so personal pronouns that are subjects or predicate nominatives, you're going to use the nominative or the subjective case, some people call it. Personal pronouns used as direct objects, indirect objects, and objects of the prepositions are in the objective case. So we'll look at these. I'm sure they're going to give us examples. Okay, I'm kind of winging it here. Personal pronouns that are possessive, okay, they're in the possessive place. They're going to have an apostrophe S or S apostrophe, depending on how you make them plural. Okay? All right, so they want you to study the chart on page 164 to learn the cases, persons, numbers, and uses of personal pronouns. Let's look at that for a second, or a minute, or 10. Okay, so here's our chart. This is very helpful chart. Oh, sorry. So we have our nominative case pronouns, right? They are either the subject or the predicate nominative. I just said that. And here they are. I, you, he, she, it. That's how I memorized them. First the singular ones, then the plural. We, you, they. First person, second person, and third person just means first person is the person speaking in the sentence or the person acting in the sentence. It's the subject. The second person is the person spoken to, and the third person is the person spoken about. Okay? Okay, I don't want to go off on sentences because we'll get them. Objective case are the direct objects, indirect objects, and objects of the prepositions. I told you that. Okay, the singular ones, me, you, him, her, it. They're the singular ones. And then the plural ones are us, you, and them. You can be singular and plural. Possessive. All right. I said you use apostrophes. That's it. It's a noun. Bleep that out. Okay. The pronouns don't use apostrophes. They're already possessive. I could say April's, right? And April's does get the apostrophe, and that's what I was thinking with those. But if I say hers, it doesn't get the apostrophe. I'm so sorry. Apostrophes with pronouns, if you see an apostrophe, the pronoun, that means it is. It's being a real live contraction there, not possession. So the possessive case pronouns are my, mine, your, yours, his, her, hers, and its. And those are all singular. And then plural be our, ours, your, yours, their, and theirs. Okay? All right, let's look at the little look closely section. The personal pronoun you is the same in both the nominative case and the objective case. Look at here. You, you. It's always you. Okay? You are my friends. There's the subject, right? Tyler, I will call you, direct object, tonight. Never changes. The personal pronoun it is the same also. It and it. All right? So it's the same no matter how you use it. And it's also has three forms. It can be referring to masculine, feminine, or neither, like a tree. A tree, you can call it, and it's neither male nor female. Okay? Well, maybe they do. There are male and female bushes, I think. Like, I was told one time that if you want your lilac bushes to bloom, you have to have a male and a female tree. I'm really not quite sure how to tell them apart, but I'm sure there's people who know. All right. Anyway, I digress. Let's look at the bottom. The personal pronouns in the following sentences are in the wrong case. Cross out each incorrect pronoun and write the correct one above it. He wrote her, can't even say it. Her wrote he a thank you note. All right, so obviously you can hear it. She wrote what? Him. Good. Didn't him say that us could go with they? Oh my goodness. Didn't he say that we could go with them? The beauty of it is you can hear these now. Except for number 4. That's the one people mess up. All right. Them, as well as the other students, were friendly to we. It's they. But, see, notice, they is nominative case. Them is objective case. So this is subject is the subject, so we need they. We're friendly to, not we, that's nominative case. This is a prepositional phrase, so you need, this is the object of the preposition, you need objective case, and we know it doesn't even sound right to us. Now, the next one is the tricky one. Him and me share a locker, right? So get rid of the other one no matter what you do. So get rid of and me. So how about I cross this out for a second? Would you say him share a locker? No, you would say he, right? And now pretend you don't have the him. Just say me share a locker. You wouldn't say me, you would say I. Okay? He and I share a locker. The car must be yours. He's is blue, not he's, his. Oh, and this is you's. I didn't even notice that. It should be yours. I thought it was right. I was like, oh, that's good. They made that one right, but I didn't even see the R was missing. All right, let's go to the next page. So far, so good, right? All right, so 165, this more about the possessive case pronouns. Here's a good way to say and write the personal pronouns and their uses as you work on them. So let's say the nominative case ones first. Ready? I, you, he, she, it, we. I always say you and they. The only reason I say you here, when I memorized them, they had us memorize you down here also because you can be singular or plural. All right, and that's that. They are used as what? Subjects and predicate nominatives. All right, let's say the objective case. Me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them. That's how I say it. And that could be direct objects, indirect objects, or objects of the proposition. Now let's say the possessives. My or mine, your, yours, his, her, are you saying it with me? His, its, our, ours, their, and theirs. Get used to those, okay? We call the words in the third column possessive case pronouns because they take the place of possessive nouns. However, the italicized words in the list are actually used as adjectives rather than pronouns. Make life more difficult. His and its may be used as pronouns and or adjectives. So the question is, when is it a pronoun and when is it an adjective? Well, I'm just going to tell you flat out, if it's coming right before a noun, okay, it's acting like an adjective. That's the way to notice it. This one's a whole different ball game. Their beds. All right, it's describing whose beds. So their is not acting like a pronoun. I mean, it is a pronoun, but it's not like taking the place of a noun here. Well, it is kind of. It is and it's not. But it's acting like an adjective. And you can always tell because it's coming right after a noun. For instance, your pictures. Okay? So hopefully we'll get more practice of that. It's with the apostrophe, I already mentioned that, means it is. There with the apostrophe means they are. All right? Not to be confused with T-H-E-I-R. All right? Place a check by the word which is correctly spelled, as a correctly spelled possessive pronoun. So this third column up here on the top. Is there spelled right? Yes. Your? Yes. It's? No. Their? No. Hers? Yes. Mine? Yes. Ours with the, nope, that means our is, or our, I don't even know how it has. No, I don't even know if you would use that ever. Theirs? Yes, that's good. Yours? Good. Your? That's you are. No. His? It's? Yep, no apostrophe. Hers with an apostrophe? No, it means her is, whatever that means. Ours? Oops, I'm sorry. My bad. Okay, here we go. Ours, yes. Theirs, no. Okay, next page. We're already to 166, and here you rolled your eyes at the beginning. And so far you don't have any homework yet. All right. Let's go to the last page. Oh, I might give you some on this page though. That way you can roll your eyes for a reason. Okay, here we go. If all the possessive pronouns and contractions in the sentence are spelled correctly, write correct in the blank. If one of the pronouns is spelled incorrectly, draw a line through the incorrect and write it correctly on the blank line. All right, so is this property yours? Is it your property? No, that should not have the apostrophe. It's just possessive. Oh, what am I supposed to do? If it's spelled incorrectly, draw a line through it. I love to circle, not draw lines. This car has its problems. I circled it to point it out. So we have this right here. The apostrophe means it is. So the car has it is problems? Nah. Your report received the highest grade in our class. Is that okay? Sure is. My dog wags its tail when I get home from school each day. Its tail, is that correct? Sure is. We're just doing possessive. This paper is mine. That's fine. Your paper is on your desk. This means you are, the apostrophe R-E, which is not correct. It's still your, like the other one. Beavers build their homes in the water. There. Is that they are homes? No, it's there. I heard you're moving to a house on our street. Our's fine. Your, that's the one in question with the apostrophe. No, possessive never doesn't have that. This shovel is mine. Sounds good. Yours is there beside the fence. That looks pretty good. All right, think C. Write a nominative case pronoun, an objective case pronoun, and a possessive case pronoun that might refer to the following antecedents. Remember, antecedents are the nouns that they stand for. Unless you know that an animal is a male, he, or female, she, refer to it as an it. Okay, mom and I. So I want nominative case. So I would say she and I. I guess I don't have to do the and I because that's already about one, right? So mom and I want mom to be objective now. Like say we're the direct objects, right? Well, then it would be I. Are we just changing the noun? And I'm okay, pronoun and objective. I don't know. I don't know what the answer book is, but I'm going to make both of these objective, right? So it would be her and me. And then possessive, like say it's, say we share a purse. We bought this expensive purse, right? We share it. So it would be our purse. All right. So now we have a turtle. We don't know if it's a male or a female turtle, unfortunately. So we will call it it. Remember, it can be nominative or objective case. And if it's possessive, it just has an S. Mrs. Jenkins, if I refer to her as the subject, it's she. If she's the direct object, she becomes a her. And if she owns something, it's hers. Don't worry about the fact that sometimes I capitalize and sometimes I don't. Oh, do you hear my dog? About ready to kill her. Okay, David and Pete. He and... No, I would have put them... I think they want us to put them together. I think that's what they want us to do with that one. I was like, what should I do with that one? It would be they. Like, David and Pete went to the park. They went to the park. That's what they want me to do there. And that's probably what they want me to do up top. Isn't this lovely? This is what happens when you do it without your teacher book. You look like a real life human being. Okay. So mom and I, that would be we. That's what they want here, isn't it? And then it would be us. and then it would be ours. That's what they wanted. All right. So David and Pete is they. Them, gave it to them, and it's theirs. They're brothers and they share a ball. Basketball, right? All right. The rooster. Oh, we definitely know rooster is a boy, right? So it's he, and it's him, and it's his. Okay? Circle each personal pronoun in the following sentence. All right? These pencils are sharper than his. What's the pronoun? Obviously. This is a nice, easy one. Is this pen yours or mine? She and I have been good friends since first grade. He wrote a report last week. That was easy. See, now you have no work on your own. That took us 20 minutes to get through, but we got through 4 pages, and I'm pretty happy with that. All right. We still have more lessons, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.